Hello everyone, welcome to today's training. Today we're going to talk about a Pemko product, specifically the PemXGSeal. This is an intumescent caulk. It's intended for use on fire-rated wood doors, up to a 90-minute rating. We can use it to fill holes in the door up to a 1/2 inch diameter. Very low odor, hardly smells at all. I opened this one about 6 days ago or so, and when I opened it, I really could hardly even smell it. No problem at all. When it's applied and cured, there's zero shrinkage. It maintains its original size as cured. Now, in a fire situation, that cured caulk is not meant to expand hardly at all. It's not like some of our other products like a Pemko XG10. That product has a different application, right? That product is meant to put on the perimeter of a fire door opening so that when there is a fire, that seal expands and it closes off any excessive gaps to prevent the spread of fire. This, on the other hand, the expansion really is not needed. Why is that? Because when you use this, you fill a hole in the door, for example, that entire space is being filled. And so if there was a massive expansion of that caulk, where's it going to go and what's it going to do? Really, it's just going to run out either side of the door, and it's not going to add any value to that application. And so, ever so minimal expansion. If anything, it would help the caulk grip the inside surface of that hole. But again, during a fire situation, the caulk really is intended as an insulator to help prevent the spread of fire through that hole. It'll stop that spread. So what I'd like to show you now is the actual putting some caulk down and seeing what it looks like and see the consistency of it so you can kind of get a feel for it. All I have here is just a scrap piece of metal here. I'm just going to put a little bit of caulk down, no need for much. That's good. I'll set that down there. And then if you just take a straight edge, I'm just using a scrap piece of wood here, but if you were actually putting this on a door, I would recommend a quality, maybe a steel straight edge with a nice clean edge. So when you go to smooth this off, you're not going to have any imperfections in that surface. And you can see how easy it is to move it around. I would say that the consistency is almost like toothpaste, really. Very easy to move, to get it smoothed out. And as you can imagine, when you put that caulk into a hole in the door, you're going to have a little bit of excess out either side of the hole, and it's going to require that you go ahead and smooth it off with the surface of the door. Try to get it as even with the surface as possible. Once that's done, then it's just a matter of time. You just wait it out, let it go through its cure time, and once it is fully cured, you can paint it if you want. That doesn't have any adverse effect on its performance, so no problem there. And when it is fully cured, it will end up something like this. This was some caulk that I put down about 6 days ago, 5-6 days ago, and it feels like it's fully cured. It has like a rubbery consistency to it. If I squish it down to a different shape, it'll stay in that shape. It's extremely strong, so if I try to pull this apart and really put some force to it, this is extremely strong. You can see that's pretty obvious there. Now, for sure, when this caulk is filling a hole in the door, I'm not going to have the luxury of grabbing either side of that caulk and stressing it. So it's going to be more than strong enough for its application. Now, I think that it's also important to point out when you're using a UL listed product, whether it's this fire caulk, intumescent caulk, or any other product that's been UL tested, approved, and listed, it's important that you follow the manufacturer's directions. Those directions are written in a way so that it's complying with the way the product was tested. So if we say that you can only use this on a 1/2 inch hole, up to a 1/2 inch diameter, That doesn't mean that if you had a wood door and it was delaminating on the surface and had the core exposed, let's say, that you could put this caulk on the face of the door, smear it around, and everything's good to go. Not at all acceptable. You just can't do that. You have to stay using it within the way the directions prescribe. So just pay attention to that. Also, if you want more information on this, as well as any of our other products, go to Pemko.com. You'll find this product. You'll find other excessive gap solutions we have. We provide solutions for the full perimeter and meeting edge of a pair for fire doors. We cover the top, the bottom, all of that stuff. We have fire-rated gasketing for smoke seals and such. So go check it out. I would say that once you find a product of interest, I think it's really helpful for you to look at the instructions that are posted. There's a link to open up a set of instructions, and also some of the products have cut sheets attached to them. You look through those and try to absorb some information from that. It could be really helpful and give you some insights before you actually go do a job. So that's all I have for today. I appreciate you listening on today's training for our Intumescent Caulk, our PemXGSeal, and we hope to see you during the next training. Thank you.